Hi guys, it's Emily from Novell Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my gratitude journal, January 2022. So, I've decided that after a little bit of discussion with some BookTube friends, I would do a series of videos that the last video of every month will be a gratitude journal. Now, that is going to be along the lines of what's cheering me up right now, which is something that Marilyn Maya Mendoza started me doing. She started tagging me in that video regularly. I did that video twice, and I found it was actually quite helpful for me because it made me think about all the things I'm grateful for. In December, as you would have seen if you follow me on Instagram, I'll link my Instagram down below, I think, if I can. I was doing a advent, so every day of December I did a picture and said something that I was grateful for. And I actually had one of my oldest friends, and this is something I'm grateful for. I'll tell you a bit more about that, yeah. But basically, an older friend sent me a message regarding that, and that inspired me to decide that I want to do this. I want to, at the end of every month, talk about some of the things I'm grateful for. Now, some videos are going to be longer, some videos are going to be shorter, depending on when in the month, what sort of things I've got going each month. I'll have different things to be grateful for. So going forward, obviously February, we've got half term, which could be either great or not, depending on whether the kids drive mad. But again, we've got Valentine's Day in that. That could be something, I don't know what's happening with that. Valentine's Day has fallen in half term. Not so positive, but we're not going to go there. March, I've got my birthday at the start of the month, Mother's Day, and my mum's birthday at the end. Then we've got April, we've got Chuck Thomas's birthday. May, we've got Mia's. June, Mia's got her residential. July, we're going on holiday. There is loads of things that are positive coming up that I'm looking forward to. So there's some sneaky peeks. But I want to do this. I want to turn things around. Obviously, like I said, I know I talk about my chronic pain in quite a few videos. I'm sorry I've been going on about it a little bit too much. But to kind of give you an analogy of, obviously each month is going to be real. So I am obviously still going to be quite real with you about what's going on. And the update with this is that I got diagnosed. I went to the doctor's last week, and my doctor said that she thinks I'm having a relapse. But how I'm going to turn that negative, because my pain, I've had quite a few flares, as you've well seen. But how I'm going to turn that bad thing around is that what I am grateful for is that my mum, my two sisters, and the BookTube Waffle Girls, all of which I will link below, Alice from Alice's Giant Bookshelf, Danny from Danny's Book World, Jem from Gemma Books, Ange from Angie's Book Chatter, and Jack from Spread Bookjoy. Jem from Gemma Books, yeah, I have said everyone. What happened with that is that all of those lovely people, when I was at rock bottom, and I will be honest, I hit rock bottom this month. At the start of the month, I hit rock bottom to the point where I wasn't talking to people. I was barely acknowledging my partner, Chris. I was hiding in my books. I wasn't doing anything. I was literally just reading because that was the only way I was coping. And those lovely people encouraged me to go and get checked out, to speak to my GP and to say, I need help. And for me, that was the start of things turning around. My doctor said that my anxiety is really bad, and that's because it is a vicious circle. With chronic pain, anxiety comes with it. So I'm in pain, so I get anxious, and then it makes the pain worse, and it becomes a very, very vicious cycle. And by saying, I need help, by standing up and going, help, let's see what we can do, I'm now on the way up. So thank you to the Book Waffle Girls, because I actually talked to the Book Waffle Girls before I spoke to my family and said, I'm struggling. And they were like, right, you need to go to the doctors. My sister Vicky is brilliant at another thing. So I'm grateful for the Book Waffle Girls, because they were like, you need to get help. You need to tell people, even if you can't tell your friends and family, talk to them. They've always said they're there for the good, bad and everything. And so I'm so, so grateful for that group. Sorry, Jem, I don't want to make you gag, but thank you. We're all very different personalities, but it works. So I then spoke to my mum. I said, I need to make a doctor's appointment. I did the online form. My sister Vicky helped me. She was very practical. Vicky's very much the practical one. She's not the one you go to if you want sympathy. Go to Charlie from Charlie Brooke Reads. Again, talk about her in a minute. But they basically were like, right, do the online form, speak to your doctor. So I went. I'm up on, she's given me some tablets, some painkillers, and she's up my amitriptyline, which is an anxiety thing, because that also helps with the pain as well. It's a mixture of that. So she's changed my medication and she's referred me for the pain clinic. But it wasn't just that I'm now getting help with the pain, because obviously that is fantastic. I am grateful for the fact that I said I need help. And because of that, it then led to a big discussion with my mum and Charlie. Charlie Brooke is the one for sympathy. And we are going to get me back on track. And in the last week, I finally feel like I'm taking steps, the right steps. So I've cut down my videos. I'm sticking with 2 videos a week. I am not going to, even if it means I plan months in advance for tags, I am not going to get stressed. Cut back my videos, and I have started to have a bit more time for myself, reading a bit more of what I want to read and really focusing on that. So that is what I'm grateful for. That is a big thing that I'm grateful for, that because of those lovely supportive friends and family, I had the guts to ask for help, and I'm getting help, and I feel like already within a week I'm stronger. Now, let's turn that saddish thing, but like I said, I turned that around into positive. I am grateful for my sisters and my mum. Charlie from Charlie Brooke Reads is my best friend in the world. She is my twin. She's not my twin sister, but we always say we've got so much in common. She is absolutely amazing, and I love talking about books with her. I love my youngest sister because she is so straight talking and so funny, and she is so supportive. If you're rock bottom and you need a kick at the bum, speak to Vicky. She's amazing. And my mum, oh my goodness, I don't think she watches my videos all the time, but I am so grateful for her. How many people can say they have a mum that is one of their best friends? We talk about books. She likes so many books that I like, and she is just absolutely incredible. We talk about books all the time, and we give each other books. And something that I'm so excited about is that, obviously my birthday coming up in March, she's already said that she's going to order me a book that I wanted, but there is quite a few new releases coming up in this year, and that's another video coming up. I'm going to be talking about new releases, and one of them is a joint favourite author of mine and my mum's, which is Elaine Everest. So Sneaky Pete, that book is coming up, and that book is getting released, and there are certain authors that I will keep all their work, and I said I wanted that, and I said, but I want to keep it. And my mum was like, well, I want to read it, so how about I buy it? She reads it first because she has more time, and she will buy it, read it first, and give it to me. And then there's another author, Heidi Swain, who's another one. I'm not telling you the name of that book because I don't want to give that away from the video. But she's got another book coming up in April, and I was like, well, why don't I buy that, and then you borrow it, and then I have it back? And she was like, yeah. So we're now doing that. It's like a bit of book swapping, a bit of buying books for each other. That's fantastic. And there are some books with me and Charlie, we like, okay, so do you want to go halves on a book? And one of the books that we go halves on, and we've got like we've now sort of got our own bookie bank, Gem inspired, that if we buy each other books, so like I'm buying her a couple of books from the charity shop, and she's going to buy me one back. She's going to buy me a couple of books, and we're just doing it that way. So it's like the bookie bank swap. Brilliant. Fantastic. So in the family, we've got our own little bookie bank. Brilliant. What more could I wish for? So that's something else I'm grateful for. Before I go, I will talk about the other stuff in a minute. Okay, so another thing I'm grateful for is, obviously I work at Baz Books, and I couldn't go there very much in December because of illnesses and other things. But there is a book set that I've wanted, and now that I'm a volunteer there, I cannot buy new releases that go in. Any books that are like special books coming in, or books that don't come in very often, I have to wait, because obviously we want the customers to buy them. But this book set, the Bridgerton book set for, done that upside down, set 1, 2, 3 and 4, I have wanted for ages. I cannot find them in the other shops. None of the charity shops have Bridgerton books, and I've wanted it. And we basically Annalisa my boss was keeping it by for a customer, and the customer didn't come back. She said they had to wait a couple of months. So I waited, I paid £5, which is more than what you normally pay for for like 4 books. 4 books individually would normally be £4, but because it's a box set, I paid £5. I don't care. I got this. I waited, and that's something that Baz Books has taught me, that there are some books you have to wait for. And by being patient, I am grateful that I got that set. I have no idea where I'm putting it on my shelves. That will be in my book haul. But I don't know where I'm putting it on my shelves, but I'm so excited. And getting books in bookshops. Sometimes I have like a rule. And another thing I'm going to be grateful for is that there is another 2 books that I've wanted for a while. I wanted I wanted one of them in hardback, and it's going into paperback. It's gone into paperback recently. And I've got another one that came out, new release last year, and I didn't buy it straight away. And what my mum was like, right, you don't need all these books. And I was like, right, no, I'm going to wait. So part of the bingo board for Past and Future Readathon, we'll talk about that in a minute as well, is that there is a treat in the middle. I am going book shopping. Another thing I'm grateful for is that I'm going book shopping with the lovely Gemma, who was previously Read a Book Gem, on Saturday. We're finally going out together. Nothing is going to stop us. And we're going to Woking on Saturday, and I'm going to buy one, get one half price at Waterstones. I'm going to Waterstones and treating myself because I've waited. I'm not going to do impulse purchases as much now. I am grateful that I've learnt that some things are worth waiting for. Yes, there are 2 new releases that are coming out this year that I want and I will be buying straight away, but they are because they're my favourite authors, so you'll hear more about them in the new releases. But in general, I'm trying to now think about what books are worth waiting for. There are some books that have been on my Amazon wishlist for a while. I'm grateful that I've now found out that this year they're coming out in paperback, and I much prefer paperback to hardback. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for patience, and that's something I needed. Another thing I'm grateful for is contemporary authors that are like hugs in a book. You all know this. Cathy Brownlee is another patient author. I bought this book at my charity shop not that long ago, actually, but something brought me to maybe get this recently. And I'm loving, with my anxiety being the way it is being, books have been godsends. And contemporary authors such as this, such as Cathy Brownlee, Heidi Swain, all my favourite authors, these books are really helping me in the evening, and they're helping me relax, calm down, take a chill pill. And I'm not ashamed that I'm reading them. I've got a couple of videos coming up in February and March about contemporary books, because I've learnt that it's okay to be me, and that these sort of things, if these help me, what's the problem? I'm going to read them. So I'm really grateful for comfy, cosy books that are really helping me at the moment. Another thing I'm grateful for is the lovely guys at Tandem. Their ad PR products are incredible. This is an ad PR. I get sent them to review them, so I do have a job to do when I'm doing it, and sometimes it gets a bit much. I know when I was at my worst a couple of weeks ago, it was hard doing the post for this because it was taking up a lot of time. But books like this from Tandem are incredible, and the authors that message you when you post these are incredible. This is probably one of my favourites that I've been sent by Tandem, because it's got a lead character called Emily. Yes, it's not just because of that, but this book really got me thinking about my extraordinary life, and how none of us are ordinary, and we can make the world, we can make our own lives, and it's up to us to change things. It's up to us to make ourselves happy, and we can't rely on, nothing wrong with being average, nothing wrong with doing things, but if we want to get out of our box, we've got to get off our butts ourselves. We can't rely on anyone else to do it. Yes, we can get support, like I've learned, but this is about being true to ourselves. It is okay to be you. People shouldn't try and be anything other than yourselves. This is authentic. This book taught me about authenticity, which now goes into this. I am someone that has problems with my circulation, because I've got very thick blood. My circulation isn't very good. So when I get cold, I get very cold. I've got chilblains. Not depressing, don't worry. But I get very cold. And Vicky and Charlie taught me about it's okay to be wrapped up. So I'm thankful for hoodies keeping me warm during the day. So now when I get home from taking the kids to school, if I'm staying at home for the day, I put my hoodie on. My mum, thank you mum, gave me gorgeous big slipper boots that keep my feet warm. And I'm grateful for things like that. Practical things that keep me warm. Oh, blankets. Got a good chunky blanket that Charlie gave us, and I wrap myself up in that during the day, and Chris has it in the evenings. And I'm grateful for things like that. I'm grateful for practical things to keep me warm and make me snuggly, and they make me happy, and they are so warm and cozy. So I'm grateful for them. I found this in a charity shop book that I read this week, and it was really weird. It came out literally, I randomly picked a book off my shelf to read, and I found this inside it. And it says, do what you can with what you have where you are. How important is that? How important is it to be grateful for what we have and when we are, and just do what you can? Not stop stressing if you can't do stuff. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. I received that when I needed it. And I'm grateful for Vicky, because she made us all, me and Chris and the kids, all got one of these. I think Chris's is next to his bed. We've all got one of these next to our beds, our little gonks that Vicky makes. And crafts help Vicky, and she, having this by my bed, it's like she's always with me. Yes, like I said, my sister doesn't do soppy. She won't watch this, but I'm grateful for her and her craft. And Alice sent me a little thing that she made up there, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful for homemade gifts. So like I said, Alice made me something for Christmas. Jack made me a little bookmark. I'm grateful for homemade things and kindness and caring, and the gifts that you guys all give me. Friendship, family. We are never alone when we are at BookTube, because we always have friends, and I am grateful for every one of you. I am grateful that I am now going to get back on track, and I look forward to the rest of the year where I'm going to be authentic. If I need to say no to things, I'm going to get better at saying no. And if I need to challenge myself, I've got people behind me to support me while I do that. So, what I would love to know in the comments down below is, what are you grateful for? What kind of things make you happy? Because let's all be grateful for things. Oh, I meant to tell you but I forgot my friend's story about the fact that this is the friend that messaged me at the start, the one that inspired all this, and so I'm ending it with him, is that we've been friends since I was at school. I'm not going to go about how many years, and he said that him seeing my gratitude post made him grateful for me, and that he was proud of how I've become. And knowing a friend that knew me before my dad died, before the accident, before everything, to say that he's still proud of me when I don't necessarily always feel proud of myself, that made my day. So I'm thankful. If you do watch this, Norm, thank you. So let's be thankful for what people in our lives. I am going to link, obviously, my BookTube Waffle Girls and my sister Charlie's channel down below. But let me know, who are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? I'd love to hear it. It's always great to share a bit of positivity. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.